everyone, it's Hannah and welcome to another doll customization video. Today I'm going to be doing White Pearl from Steven Universe. Spoilers up ahead if you're not Spoilers if you haven't caught up in Steven Universe. Skip ahead like 10 seconds or so. 15 maybe. Starting now. I know that this is Pink Pearl. But I'm going to be making her white version, her corrupted version. And so I will be calling it White Pearl versus Pink Pearl because later I will make a Pink Pearl, her real form, and that will be fun. I am so sorry that it's been over a month, I think, since the last video. I'm definitely going to try and be more consistent with uploading videos, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Give it a like if you like it. Give it a dislike if you dislike it. And remember to subscribe if you want to. I'm not forcing anyone. I'm sorry, okay? It's okay. Just do it if you want to. But I will appreciate it. Hello again. So for this doll, I'm using Ever After High Raven Queen. I already cut and pulled out all the hair, so now I'm going to wipe off the factory paint with acetone. After using Q-tips, I wiped the face down to make sure I didn't miss anything. Now I'm going to use Rust-Oleum spray paint in flat white and spray the head and body. To make the hair, I'm using a metal hoop, a pet brush, and gray yarn. I'm cutting off pieces of the gray yarn and tying the strands to the metal hoop. Now I'm brushing out the strands until it's nice and smooth. You'll end up with a lot of extra fluff, which is normal. This is what it'll look like when you're done brushing, and it's super soft. Now I'm taking a flat iron and straightening them. It's so soft and shiny. Next, I'm cutting the strands off from the hoop and gluing it down onto plastic wrap using tacky glue. I pressed the strands down using this plastic palette knife that I have. When the glue is dry, I peel it off and cut off the excess at the top. Here's my pile of hair wefts. Now I'm going to glue the hair onto the head using tacky glue again. You can either glue it directly onto the head or onto a wig cap. I personally find it easier to glue it directly on the head, but it's up to you. I sprayed the face with Mr. Super Clear and now I'm going to draw. I use Prismacolor watercolor pencils and I'm starting off with a light gray color just to do the outline. I think this is one of the coolest dolls yet that I've done because of the cracks in her face. I just think it looks really awesome. Now I'm taking a black colored pencil and going over the gray. Note that this is after I sprayed it with Mr. Super Clear again. It's important to seal the face after each layer of color. I made this mistake when I was first starting out. I wouldn't spray it enough and I would just keep going and going and going with the colored pencil, and sometimes it would just rub right off the head. Spraying the head with the sealant also allows you to build up color and make it more vibrant and have more dimension. I get so mad every time my dumb head leans forward and my hair gets in the shot. Like, back off! Anyway, for the final touches, I'm adding some gray soft pastels and painting on the lips. She looks so cute! Now I'm adding gloss varnish to the lips and eyes. I ended up putting way too much on and had to dab it away. It's hairstyling time! I separated it into two parts and then just twisted it until it became a bun and placed a band over it. I sprayed some hairspray just to keep everything in place. Now I will show you how I made her clothes. I'm using this stretchy dark gray fabric for the tights, and the pattern I'm using is from DG Requiem on Etsy. I'll put the link in the description. Trace the pattern onto 2 pieces of fabric and then cut it out. Pin it right sides together and then sew along here. Then sew along the other side. Pin it like this and sew up all the way up the leg and down. This is what it will look like when it's finished. Next, I'll be making a black panty to go over this because I'm not quite advanced enough at sewing to make it one piece. Anyway, cut out the pieces and sew the back pieces to the front. Then hem it using fabric glue. Now fold it and sew it together. I'm pretty sure I did this last part wrong, but it still turned out okay. For the top, I'm using a basic shirt pattern and I cut the bodice out of black fabric, and for the sleeves, I'm using the same gray fabric I used for the tights. Sew the 2 back pieces to the front piece, then hand stitch on the sleeves. These stitches are only temporary to keep it in place, and after sewing it on a sewing machine, you can take them out. Then cut the shirt so that it's like a triangle and will show her gym. Hem the sleeve and then fold it and sew it. Here it is, except the sleeves are too long. I was not expecting that, and so I had to cut it. For the skirt that goes over her leggings, I'm using a high-low skirt pattern, and I'm cutting it out of this sheer white fabric. Make sure to use fray block or you'll get a lot of strings. Make ruffles by using a long stitch on the sewing machine and then pull the thread. Cut the slit in the middle. It didn't really turn out good, so I just folded it inside and I'm going to iron it down. Ta-da! Add Velcro or snaps to the back of the skirt and the top. I'm making the shoes out of this shiny gray fabric I had, and I also cut out gray craft foam for the bottom of the shoes. Hem the top of the shoes with fabric glue. Then fold it right sides together and sew the back. I'm gluing the shoe directly to the foot. It doesn't matter what it looks like at the bottom when you glue it because you're going to be covering it with this foam. All done! Now to make her gem. I'm using this soft clay that I got at Daiso, and I'm just going to take a little piece of it and roll it into a ball and then flatten it. Now I'm going to take scissors and cut it into the proper shape, and then I just keep molding it until it's the shape I want. Then I go over it with gloss varnish. Since I don't know how to make such small gloves, I'm just going to paint the hands a dark gray so that it matches with the sleeves. It's not a perfect match, but I like how it turned out. Lastly, I'm just going to add some false lashes and she's done! Doesn't she look great next to all the other pearls? I'm really happy with how she turned out. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. Bye!